And welcome to our Top 10 Tuesday.
Of the 1960s, right?
All right, yeah, you're right,
1960s,
AJ.
yep. We did the 40s and we did the 50s. Now we're on to the 60s. So these are going to be our top 10 favorites of the 1960s. And let us know your favorites as well in the comments below. So let's get started with number 10. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which is, in my opinion, one of the best westerns of all time. It is up there with some other great names. And I'm going to name another western from the 60s too. But this is John Wayne's best movie he ever did, which some may agree, some may disagree, but he was good in this. Jimmy Stewart was good in it, and this was a good movie. One of my favorite westerns of all time. And that's my number 10. What is your number 10, AC?
Okay, my number 10 is It's a Mad, Mad World. It stars Spencer Tracy, Milton Berle, Mickey Rooney, Buddy Hackett, Jonathan Winters, Jerry Lewis, the Three Stooges, Don Knotts, Phil Silvers, and much more.
Number 9! Number 9 for me, it's going to be one of the best musicals of all time. Mary Poppins from 1964. This is the best Disney live-action movie ever. I'm not including Marvel and Star Wars movies, but just Disney. Live-action Disney movies of all time. Mary Poppins, and it's also one of the best musicals of all time. Julie Andrews, career high. Dick Van Dyke, career high. This was almost everybody's career high.
The Sons of Katie Elder, which is a John Wayne movie. It also stars Dean Martin.
Number 8. It's another western. I'd say the best western of the 1960s. It's a Clint Eastwood western. It's not the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is for a few dollars more. This is Sergio Leone's best western movie. It's his best movie in general, not just his best western movie. But it's a hot take. I like that movie better than The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. It was shorter. It got straight to the point. Clint Eastwood was memorable in the movie, and it's the best spaghetti western of all time.
My number 8 is Under the Yum Yum Tree, which stars Jack Lemmon, Eddie Adams, Dean Jones, and Bill Bixby. And I gotta say, it's one of my favorite Jack Lemmon movies, and we both got a Jack Lemmon movie in our list, and later in the video. So stay tuned, guys.
I think you already know he was one of the main leads in this movie we're gonna mention later on. What's it called again?
Under the Yum Yum Tree. Under the Yum Yum
I've
Tree.
seen parts of it. But...
Yeah, I just watched it just last couple days actually.
Okay.
Really good movie.
Yeah. Number 7. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? That's right. A lot of you probably never heard of it, but it's from 68 or 69, and it stars the great Elizabeth Taylor, and it was a low-budget movie for the 60s. It was shot in a couple locations, and this was great performance by the cast. I think there were only 5 or 6 cast members, or 4 to 6 cast members, but I didn't have high expectations for the movie, but it was a pleasant surprise, and I liked it. It was really good. I watched it on HBO Max originally. I don't know if you can watch it now on HBO or not, but if you get the opportunity to watch Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, I'd check it out.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Okay, it's Cheyenne Autumn, which features Richard Widmark, Jimmy Stewart, Ben Johnson, and much more. And it was directed by John Ford, and I believe it was one of his last movies that he directed during his career of being a director.
Yeah. Have I seen that one? I don't know if I've seen that one.
Probably not.
I've heard of it at least. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 6, A Hard Day's Night from 1964, starring the Beatles, the best band of all time.
Rock band.
Yeah, best rock band of all time. And this is one of the best music movies of all time. It's not a musical. It's more of like a behind the scenes of the Beatles. It's a interesting movie. If you don't like the Beatles, you probably won't like it. But if you like the Beatles and you just want a good time and turn off your mind, this is a good movie. It's a good, relaxing movie. And this is a fun movie. It's not something to take seriously. It's just four lads having fun at the end of the day, trying to make shows, and it's what
Into a lot.
yeah. It was inspiration for the Monkees TV series. So Hollywood executives saw that movie and they said, let's make some more money off it. Let's expose that genre. Let's make a TV series out of it. So that's how the Monkees were born. And a couple years later, Monkees came on, and that's history.
Yeah.
Have you seen A Hard Day's Night?
No.
Yeah.
But I've heard some good stuff about it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beatles did some great songs like that. That song, like
That soundtrack was good, yeah.
yes, She Loves You from '63. Oh Ba Dee Oh Ba Da. Here Comes the Sun, Twist and Shout, much more.
Yep. And Do You Want to Know Secrets, another good song. It's on the soundtrack. And then And I Love You is a good one on the soundtrack. Kurt Cobain, the late Kurt Cobain later did a cover of it in the 90s, or I think it was unreleased and they released it recently. But it's a classic. Check it out if you haven't already. It's number 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Number 6.
You
You haven't yelled, AC. I'm disappointed.
I'm sorry. How the West Was Won. Featuring Henry Fonda, Gregory Peck, Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Richard Widmark, Walter Brennan, and Harry Morgan. And this came out in 1962, and this parts of the movie where it was filmed in Paducah, Kentucky.
Interesting fact, yes.
Yes. And one of my favorite Western movies of all time, to say the least.
And I don't know for sure, but just from watching the movie, I'm pretty sure they filmed in Paducah. You know where when you go through the bridge, or either Brookport or the
I-24
bridge. When you go past the bridge, and right when you get to Kentucky, it's right after the river. It's just all this land. Is that where I think that's where they filmed it.
Yeah, he's right.
I'll have AC put a picture of what I'm talking about and where they think they filmed it. I could be wrong. I tried to look it up online a while back, but there was no evidence of where it was. But I think that's where it was. It looked familiar to me. And if you know, if someone out there knows for sure, let us know. I'd love to know. It's Hollywood history right there. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen parts of it. But there you go. It's an interesting fact. There was a Hollywood Western that was filmed in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah, one of the greatest one of the greatest films.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know about that. But number five, it is In the Heat of the Night. And speaking of filming locations nearby, In the Heat of the Night was filmed in Sparta, Illinois, in and around Sparta, Illinois. And there was a scene filmed in Chester, Illinois as well. And this is one of the best films in the 1960s. It won Best Picture, and it was a memorable film that no one really talks about much anymore. You can't really watch it easily. You have to just go searching for it. But I found a way to watch it. It was a good movie. And Sidney Poitier, Rod Steiger were all great in this movie. Career highs for both of them. And you should check it out. And I also did a video on the filming locations of the movie. So AC will put a link to that in the description below. And the thumbnail will be on screen somewhere. But
It will.
But it was a good movie. Check it out for some filming location history as well. Nearby Southern Illinois. And what's your number 5?
My number 5, it's Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, Kurt Russell, Cesar Romero, Joe Flynn, and Bing Russell. It of course came out in 1969, like I said, and it's a great Disney film, and this is on Disney Plus. Okay, everyone, we're at count 3. We'll wake up AJ. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, AJ.
Oh, thanks for waking me up, everybody. It was an okay film. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It was it was forgettable, but AC loves that nostalgia, so it's
Yes.
his list, not mine.
Yes.
His top 10. We have our different tastes, but
True that. Too right, AJ.
yep. On to number 4. Yell at AC. Yell
Number 4.
Yep. High and Low from the great Akira Kurosawa.
My number 4 is The Apartment, which stars Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, Fred McMurray, and Ray Walston. It came out in 1960, and this was Fred McMurray's last serious role before he started doing more comedian stuff. And he had the Shaggy Dog the year before The Apartment, and I'll be
Yeah, tell us about this story, AC. Tell us about the Fred McMurray story. And can I see that?
Oh yeah, yes.
Tell
Tell
everyone the story about why he quit doing serious roles. And I found this interesting. We were watching a Fred McMurray documentary, and he said it line by line before they even said it. But tell everyone the story.
Okay. One day Fred McMurray was casually at Disneyland with his family, and one lady came up to him and hit him with the purse and said, "I took my kids to see The Apartment, and I expected it to be I can't believe it's not a Disney movie."
I expected it to be kid friendly or something like that.
Yeah, I expected, yes.
I thought it'd be something my daughter could watch. Yeah.
I thought it was something my child could watch, and apparently he was like, "Okay, I'll quit making serious movies."
Yeah, that was etched in his mind for the rest of his life. So, for better or for worse, we'll never know what other serious movies he maybe could have made. But number 3 for me, it's the same as it's The Apartment. This is the only movie we have on our list. The movie we hinted at earlier, starring Shirley MacLaine, Jack Lemmon, and the great Fred McMurray.
Yeah, and it's my favorite. And I think this is my favorite Jack Lemmon movie. That and Under the Yum Yum Tree and Good Neighbor Sam.
Some Like It Hot's good too.
Yeah, Good Neighbor Sam's one of my other favorite Jack Lemmon films.
Yep. And this is a Billy Wilder, another great movie by him. He uses Fred McMurray at his best. He gets his strengths out. He showcases it for the world. And it's a little out there. I'm not a little out there. It's for Fred McMurray. It's not his typical happy-go-lucky fellow role. This is more
not as Disney guy. If you're My Three Sons fan, that's not what you see of Fred and The Apartment, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Actually, that means it's really good.
It's great.
I personally like. My 2 favorite movies of his are Double Indemnity and The Apartment, which he played serious roles.
Yeah.
He does good at serious roles. And this is a perfect time to watch The Apartment, because you're watching this, it will be 2022. It is a New Year's movie. This was set, it's kind of a
Christmas, New Year
movie. So if you're starting the new year off, this is a good movie to start your year with. The Apartment from 1960. Number 3 for me. And now, what's your number 3?
Okay, my number 3, it will be Son of Flubber, 1963. Fred McMurray, Nancy Olson, Ken Wynn, Tommy Cook, William Damaris, Ed Wynn, Paul Lind, and Elliot Reed. And this is a sequel to Ask My Professor, and this is a great sequel because Ask My Professor was the original. It's a sequel to that movie, and
yeah, it's not that bad of a sequel.
Yeah,
not as good as the first one, but it's still pretty good. I think I know your number 1, but yeah, we'll see.
Stay tuned, guys.
Yep. Number 2. My number 2 is Cool Hand Luke. This is a classic. This is it's a prison movie kind of sort of. It's not your typical prison movie. It's a little different. It's a little out there. There's a lot of iconic catchphrase, iconic scenes. It's one of those great 60s movies you need to watch. I never really heard much about it until last year. Then I watched it, and I was glad I did. It's one of my favorite 1960s movies. Have you seen it? Cool Hand Luke.
I think so. Yeah.
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 Paul Newman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Newman. He was great in it. And if I'm wrong, we'll put the correction. But Paul Newman, out of the top of my head, he was great in the movie.
Yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton played a minor role, but he's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Character actors.
Yeah, one of my favorite character actors of all time.
Yeah.
If I see that he's in a movie, I'll check it out.
He was in a lot. He guest on a lot of TV shows in that era too.
Yeah, he started acting in the late '60s or mid '60s.
Yeah.
Then he went on to appear in the '80s. He appeared in a lot of those teen comedy movies, which I don't love most. I like most of them are okay, but there's one or two that I really like, but most of them are okay. And he's memorable in them. He's always good. So that was just another bonus. Cool Hand Luke, one of the best prison movies of all time. And shout out to Brian Green if you're watching this. If you're not, someone will tell you. But
One bell pew.
he was one of the people.
Pew.
He was one of the people that told me to watch this movie, and I listened to him. And thank you, Brian Green, for recommending the movie to me. What is your number two?
Okay, guys.
Almost at number one.
And you probably guys know my number two, so here you go, guys. Number two, The Love Bug with Dean Jones, Michelle Lee, Buddy Hackett, David Tomlinson, and Joe Flynn. And this came out in 1969, and this is the first Herbie movie that they started making, the Herbie franchise, and they made about 4 other ones. Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes Monte Carlo, Herbie Goes Bananas, and Herbie Fully Loaded, which that was the last one in 2005 with Lindsay Lohan.
Yep. And the first one's the only one I think is really worth watching. But if you love the first Love Bug, I guess you could check out the other ones. But that's if you don't really care about the Love Bug. If you think the first one's okay, I wouldn't watch the other ones. They're worse. Kind of like what I said about the Shaggy Dog last week.
True that.
But my let's do it together.
Number one!
Number one. Do you have any guesses, AC?
No.
No guesses? Okay.
No.
All right.
I
don't have the DVD with me, but any guesses? Any guesses? My number one is Psycho from 1960 from Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
One of the best Hitchcock movies ever. The 60s were not a pleasant decade for Hitchcock, but he started off great, it went downhill, but Psycho, man, one of the best horror movies of all time, if you consider it horror. Some people don't, but some people say it's a thriller, but I say it's horror. It didn't scare me, but it was originally a horror horror movie when it came out in 1960. One of the best, has some iconic scenes. It's one of the few rewatchable horror movies, which means you could watch it anytime. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'll leave it on at least in the background. So that's my favorite 60s movie, and that's one of Hitchcock's best. It is probably my top 5 Hitchcock movies, if not top 3. He's done so many good movies, man.
Yeah.
And that was...
And he had great TV. He had 2 TV shows, which featured. He had the Alfred Hitchcock Presents in the 50s, and he had the Alfred Hitchcock Hour in the early mid 60s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you guys are fans of him, by the way,
I haven't seen any of the episodes, so maybe.
Well, the original show's good, so
maybe I need to watch some of the episodes.
It's on. I believe it's on.
Maybe after we film this, maybe I need to watch some with you. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a great idea, AJ.
Maybe. But that's my number one, like I said. And I can't think of his name, but the guy who did the score for a lot of the iconic Hitchcock movies. This was his last movie he did, and one of his last, and then I think that's part of the reason why Hitchcock's movies went downhill after Psycho. He didn't have some of the same people who were helping him out. That was part of it. Part of it maybe old age.
That's right. Old age could do you a trick.
Maybe. But AC's number one. What's your number one, man?
I think you guys know already, but...
Yeah, I already knew. Without even looking, I already knew.
So, here we go. Okay, as my professor, Fred McMurray, Nancy Austin, Ken Wynn, Tommy Kirk, and Elliot Reed. This is a great movie to watch if you're a Fred McMurray fan or if you're a Disney fan.
It's a pretty good Fred McMurray movie, I'll admit it. It's probably the best non-serious Fred McMurray movie out there.
Yeah.
His happy-go-lucky persona.
Yes.
But that was our list of the best movies our top 10 movies of the 1960s. Keep going and growing.
And keep on
And happy
wiggling.
wiggling.